Welcome, and we start this section about special data application. And we invite the Ramon, Roman, and Ignacio to start your presentation. Okay, 20 minutes. Okay.
Thank you very much. Good morning to everyone. Thanks for coming. We are today presenting the new software we are developing. It's a spatial data infrastructure called urbiThings. We work for a company called urbiMática, that it's a Spanish company with a headquarters in Madrid. That it's very focused on all the processes related to urban planning and land development. We are very keen on that areas, and we have a very wide experience on all the processes related to land and to territories. So we've have a very big background with all the people that work in all the players and public administrations and private sector that it's involved in land development. So decades ago, we decided to make our own R&D department to develop our own tools related to land development. And in that area, we are a company that is focused on data-driven technologies to try to obtain the most accurate insights related to territory. So in our wide experience, what are the challenges we have to face that has become important to make our service? Well, the first one is that spatial information is hidden in thousands of sources through the internet. So if you want to make a plan or a project in territorial development or urban planning or whatever that it's related to territory, you must surf the web into the thousands of webs, into thousands of services until you obtain the information you're looking for. The second challenge we have to face is that heterogeneity, the plans and projects, all of those content, it's quite non-standardized and it's full of inconsistencies. As well, all the tools that you use to make whatever plans or projects in territorial development, you need to use very fragmented tools that are not easy to use, and they are not integral. You don't have a tool that englobes all of them, and there are not affordable solutions with very complicated systems and really not cost effective. And the last challenge we have to face is that accuracy. Data collected from the sources are not always reliable, and they are not always up to date. So when we have all of these challenges over the table, we decided to create a service that make the solutions to all of them. So we present today a service called urbiThings that is made up of two different services. The first of all is a global spatial data infrastructure that its own goal is to create, share, and consult spatial data in a single site. So we have connected thousands of services in one single site. So it's the first site where you can consult thousands of informations without getting out of urbiThings. The content that it's included in the service are territories, maps, geo-reports, locations, and elements created in-house the database. It is a collaborative environment that it's non-transactional. What I mean with that, the thing is that you can create or import or export datasets, but they are not operative amongst them with operations. And we have connected over 525,000 territories that we have searched in the web, in any case of boundaries, administrative boundaries, or geographical or protective, that you can consult them. So if you want to, for example, consult the boundary of Guimarães, you only have to type Guimarães in the searcher, and it gives you, and it zooms you the boundary. And we have connected over 175,000 web map services of providers, worldwide providers, that it's a huge number of it that you can consult for free. The second part of urbiThings, it's implemented by an what we call urban inventories. Urban inventories are different records in the database that manage the whole information related to territory. Which is the content included in it? Well, standardized and controlled plans, projects, records, and administrative files, whatever, that can be initially applied to land transformation. The thing is, the difference with the first service is that the collaborative environment that brings this service is a transactional service. What does it mean? That all the plans and the entities, the features, the attributes that englobe all of the different database elements interactuate amongst them. So you can substitute or add or remove, and you can maintain your urban inventory up to date. We have more than 1,000 municipalities worldwide with different urban inventories. Well, which are the distinctive features of the first of the service, the global spatial data infrastructure? Well, the first thing is that the infrastructure is global. What means that it can contain transversal information, any field of or activity can be included in the catalog. It's customizable. You can create tailored layouts, and you can, with the data sets you import inside the urbiThings, you can make map services, and you can, from one data set, create several map services and create the layouts you want. As well, you have an editor module. You have online drawing tools, so you can analyze and draw online. It is a very affordable cost. The first things that you can do is consult, that is for free. You can integrate your own WMS and for free. And if you want to create your spatial data infrastructure, your own spatial data infrastructure, it doesn't matter if you are a public administration or a private company or a single person. It's very affordable, a very small monthly fee. As well, we are very committed with sharing communities. It is an easy way to publish your own information. So we are very keen on the publishing all the information. It is open, it's free software, and all the information that is shared through the platform, it's subjected to Creative Commons licensing. And the thing that we promote the most is to create a community around the services. Everyone that has spatial information needs to use the tool to share and to be a place where everybody produce and consume spatial information. The distinct features of the second service, the urban inventories, is that, well, they are conformed by instruments. We call instruments to every plan or project or administrative record or judicial sentences or any related to land development or protection or whatever related to territory. Those instruments must be classified in different themes. Those themes are, for example, urban and regional planning, real estate and rights and assets. Every instrument that involves in those thematics can be included, and urban objects, rights holders and duties, and wherever you realize are very important for you that are related to territory. The other distinctive feature of the tool is that we promote through what we call base plans, we promote unification, standardization, but standardization, the content standardization. We try to standardize symbologies, content, formats, documents, and everything that it's included in the tool must be standardized for the third phase that we are developing, is location intelligence. The thing that we want to, it's all the data included in the tool must try to help us to query the database whatever we want. So all the information included must be standardized to be more easy to query. As well, the public administrations or the managers that implement an urban inventory can control the way of making those plans or projects. I mean that if they want to supervise or monitorize or monitorize the instrument draft or to see if they compliance with the standards or if they want to integrate their in-house systems with urbiThings, it is designed to do it. And finally, it has a dashboard that they have the tools, it has the tool necessary to visualize, analyze, and publish data. So, well, we have created different kind of roles and different kind of users that create the urbiThings community. The first thing that you have to know is that what we call an account in the urbiThings, it's an organization that it not only be a public administration, it can be private companies or in single individuals. So an individual can create its own, his or her own community user, and that account can be full of users. And to interact among the different players in land development processes, we have created teams. So different organizations can collaborate, because this is the main thing of this tool, is to be a collaborative tool. So, well, after this brief introduction, I can show you urbiThings in action. So, well, if you want to, you only have to type urbithings.com in the address bar, and you can see, let's see if the internet connection respects us. Well, this is the workspace. As you can see, It is divided in several parts. The header where you got the help and the commercial info and all those buttons to zoom in and zoom out are to make queries. The button where you can access or log in, log out, and you can change the language. And then in this panel, this right panel, there is the searcher and the layers catalog and the drawing tools. Well, the searcher, as you know, it's as I previously told, you can search for territories, you can search different map services or geo-reports. Geo-reports is, for example, the Spanish cadastre has a report that if you click on a cadastre parcel, it gives you a PDF with all the conditions of the parcel. You can search for addresses that it's connected to OpenStreetMap addresses, Bing, and all the, for example, the street services of public administrations, and elements that are elements created inside the database. Well, if you can see, for example, if you want to search for a territory and you want to search for example, Madrid, well, you have all the results with the word Madrid in the world. You remember I said that we have included 575,000 distinct territories, official territories of the whole world, right? If you want to look, for example, for a map service, you have to go here, and if you know the exactly name, you have a searcher here where you can type the exactly name of the map services, and you have as a result. But if you want to make a filter or an advanced search, you can use this tool where you can choose between web services, map services, or geo-report services. You can search via territory. So if you want to, for example, we are looking now Santiago de Compostela. We can search, and if we click and select Santiago de Compostela, all the results that are here are only the web map services published, for example, in this case, by the administration, the public administrations, the municipality of Santiago de Compostela. So we can choose one, and whatever we select, we add it to the catalog, and if we go to the catalog, if we choose here, it makes zoom to Santiago de Compostela, and you can see the map service. It has included it in the catalog layers part, and you can see here all the Santiago de Compostela web map services that you choose here in the searcher are here included. Well, as well, if we can see all the different maps, we can make as well consult this by addresses, and if we log in to the I'm going to show you now what we can do with datasets. I type it wrong, sorry for that. We are now logged in. And as you see, here is my account. And now the right panel is quite the same, but we've activated the left panel. But the left panel is the work module panel. This work module has the modules of how to put all the roles and the manager manager modules, but we have an operative module. This operative module has the first one is the datasets. These datasets, well, here you can see all the datasets I have created inside. These datasets are, you can export or import these datasets. You can edit the properties, so you can change the name, you can change the thematical issue, you can change the territory that affects, and as well, you can edit the geometry. So, for example, imagine that there are some geometries in these datasets, because you can see all the entities included in the dataset. You can select one, you can change, you can make zoom, you can change the color, you can change the fill, and that is automatically changed. As well, you can change or edit the dataset. So you can change all the attributes included in the dataset, and once you have created the dataset, imagine that you want to import one, well, you can do it here. You can import a new dataset, and once you have imported, you have to create a map service. When you create a map service, the thing is that you have to configure the layout of that map services that takes the data from the dataset. But you can create as many map services as you want from the dataset. For example, if we want to create if we want to generate it, well, here you can tell the name of the new map services, in which territory we are going to create it. We have to assign it to a thematical issue, and we can decide if that data service it's going to be private or public, the public diffusion, or private, and you can make the different choosings about symbology. You can choose the attribute where you can from where you can draw, and you can choose here the symbology to create your map services. As well, the second part of the service are the instruments. The instruments, there are included here. No tengo acceso yo con. Let's see if I can log in for show you. Right. This is the second part I told you in the introduction. This is the part of the instruments. So we can see this is the urban objects of the municipality of Santiago de Compostela, where you can see all the entities included in that. The map services that it has been created from that, it's, for example, to show you an example, the last, and with this I conclude, it's facility, for example.
Please, Ramon, we have not more time.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Sorry
It's
for
very
that.
interesting.
Well, with this, you can have all the entities up to date of whatever kind of public administration or territory that uses urbiThings. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, but we don't have time.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
Some questions, please? No? I have one. It's very interesting, this service, and my question is, who is the user, real user of this? Is this client you sell this service for the companies?
Yes, the potential clients, well, we are now with public administrations, but real estate developers or promoters with land constructors, or even, for example, universities or researchers that need to publish their spatial data here, whatever, whoever that has a really interest to publish their spatial data can use it.
And you have two levels, for example, internal level for in the company and outside service to public, or is one level only?
It's only a single level.
Yeah.
Right? You can choose to only be yourself to consult it, or you can publish and diffuse. The thing that we are interested in is to create a community that everyone that has a web map services or whatever spatial data that want to publish to the world, please do it. It's free to connect it. It's free to put your data service here and publish it. And everyone, the thing that we want is to be a place that everyone can consult spatial data, whatever. So,
thank you. One question more? No?
Está? Sí. I have just two comments.
mm-hmm.
One, it's such a aggregation of this huge lot of information. I think you heard the keynote speaker in the beginning. So it's this kind of very large services or that have tendency to become very large must be licenses must be very clear, because you are aggregating things that are subject to very different kinds of yes, everything is free, but subject to very different licensing aspects. So if you have the capability to search this whole lot of information, you must have this very clear. And the second comment was about it would be very interesting to see this applied to urban planning process. An urban planning process, yes. Something to design a new plan or something like that. It would be very nice to see an example of this in action, let's say.
Okay, well, to the first question, well, we have a very active privacy policy with all the data that it's located inside urbiThings, and as well, the thing is that when a person put the data set inside urbiThings and give us the authorization to publish it, well, you have to publish it with Creative Commons licensing, and well, it's not mandatory. You can reserve all the rights for you. If you don't want to use the Creative Commons licensing, but you have to tell it. And everyone that uses that data set knows with the correspondent icon which rights he or she has related to that data. And in the second, well, we are working with different municipalities in Spain to make their general plans with this tool. The fact is that more than the 1,000 municipalities that runs now an urban inventory in urbiThings has all the urban planning up to date with this tool. So you can consult, for example, Santiago de Compostela or Melilla or whatever, even international ones. If you can consult, the inventory of urban planning is up to date with this tool.
Thank you, Ramon.
Thank you very much.
So the next presentation is about Cross Nature. Is a project development of a Iberian spatial data infrastructure using linked open data. And please, Ana Luisa, 20 minutes.